I don't even know how to express what I'm feeling. This weekend has been so frustrating, painful, disgusting. What is going on in America right now? Is terrible. It's simply put, it's terrible. Um, the way the government is responding, the way they are lying, the way our Constitution is being violated. The one thing that Americans have that makes us feel so American is this Constitution, this piece of paper. What our military, what everyone fights for is this piece of paper, not for the president or whatever government's in charge. It's this constitutional paper that protects our rights, that gives us our freedoms, all of us. It gives all of us our freedoms. Doesn't matter what religion you celebrate, doesn't matter the color of your skin, doesn't matter your gender, it doesn't matter if you're an illegal or a legal American. You have constitutional rights. It applies to every single person. We, the people, all of us. And everyone in power is lying about what's happening. And it's so frustrating. So I feel so helpless and hopeless. It's like, what can we do? What can I do? I feel like there's nothing we can do. And the people we elect to represent us aren't doing anything. They're not holding anybody responsible for anything. And they're not doing anything about it. They're just talking. And it's so frustrating. And I'm also very disappointed. This is it's so stupid to be talking about this as an American. Like, oh, this is what it means to be an American. But there are people out there literally dying, trying to help each other, trying to protect each other, trying to protect this piece of paper, this Constitution that gives us the right to protest, the right to bear arms, the right to due process. We cannot be questioned about anything without probable cause. And it's like our Creator gave us unalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuits of happiness, which is protected under the Constitution. And it truly feels like it doesn't matter anymore. Every role is being bent. Judges appointed by the people in power are now making decisions to change laws, to get different understanding of laws, to support whatever they want. And a part of feeling helpless is I always wished I had a bigger platform to make a bigger difference. And we don't. And it sucks to see every other American content creator that has a huge platform that are sitting in their paid off houses, sitting on a bank of money. I mean, I know how much editors cost. I know how much money you guys make. And you guys aren't saying anything because it doesn't matter to your lives. When there's people suffering and struggling just because they're not in your inner circle, you don't care to do anything about it. You're just going to live your life as you will. And I know people like Philip DeFranco, Moist Critical, made videos on this. But they're kind of stuck in their echo chamber. They don't they usually talk to one singular audience. And it's up to the rest of us that don't typically talk about things like this to try to reach new people, to try to let people know people are dying on the streets trying to help each other. And the government's making excuses. So I'm really disappointed in every single American big content creator for not speaking up about what's going on right now. I know Markiplier did a little mention of it, but it's not enough. It's not enough. It takes all of us. We have to have a bigger voice. We have to reach out to new people outside of our circles, especially people that don't usually talk politics. The internet is such a frustrating place because it's something that can bring us all together, but it's also something that can radicalize anybody very fast. Within a few months, within a few days, people can be radicalized. I don't know if anybody remembers the whole flat earth scenario, but a while ago, flat earth conspiracies really took off, and a lot of people genuinely believed in flat earth because it's all lies, it's all propaganda, it's all fake, but people believed it because it's what the algorithm supports. It supports people clicking, it supports people commenting, it supports engagement and stuff that's more engaged with. The algorithm wants more views, so it's going to push that out more. So obviously something like that can spread like wildfire. Lies can literally spread like wildfire, and if you see it enough, you're going to believe it. It's so easy to be radicalized online. And Google, at one point, there was one point where it's like, okay, internet could be good. Google recognized that this is a problem, that social media platforms have a moral responsibility to make sure lies and propaganda does not spread. But of course, the big problem with all of this, the reason why these people are being elected, is because of these billionaires and the rich and the people in power spending their money to get the people elected, using social media platforms, buying social media platforms in order to change the algorithms. Zuckerberg all of a sudden on Musk's side saying, yeah, free speech, when in reality there's a responsibility to make sure that's not any speech, not propaganda, not lies spreading to radicalize people just so the rich can turn people into what right now seems the far right, so they can vote in their favor to have a government that relaxes its policies and lets the rich get richer. And it's like, how do we even get here? I remember when I was in high school, a little under 2 decades ago, the richest people in the world, they had about $50 billion. And today, the richest people in the world have about $500 billion. They've 10x'd their money, 10 times the amount of money the richest people have. And you want to know, when I was in high school, the minimum wage was about $7. And today, the minimum wage is about $7. The rich have become so much richer, while the poor stay poorer. And in fact, because of inflation, they're poorer now than you were back then, even on minimum wage. Now, I know, like, California, they have a higher minimum wage. It's like $16. Wow, big whoop. It's a little bit more than $7. It's not 10 times, it's not $70. I went and I looked, I did my own research, not using ChatGPT, not listening to another YouTuber or somebody else, but I wanted to see how much the cost of living was around 90 years ago when minimum wage was introduced. And I went and I found old newspapers from the time. And I looked at, okay, how much is rent going for in my area? How much do things cost? And I added that all up. And I compared that to today in the same area. And minimum wage to provide the same amount of money for living as it did 90 years ago, minimum wage today should be in California $100 an hour. It's clearly not even close. It's clear that the wealthy are hoarding their wealth. And I don't really know how to solve all this situation. It might be too late. They're all in power. They have too much power. I feel I have no idea what to do. And it hurts. It hurts to see actual, real American heroes out there protecting and fighting for the Constitution, the only thing that makes us American, and they're being shot in the back for doing so. Because the rich already have all this power. But I don't know. We have to stop with this eat the rich. And we got to start with stop feeding the rich. Stop giving them money. Cancel everything you have. 7 years ago, I had a subscription to everything. I've had an Amazon Prime subscription for like 15, 20 years. I don't have any subscription anymore at all. I've been enjoying Fallout. I don't have any single subscription to anything. I don't pay for a single thing. But it's going to take more than just one person. It has to take all of us. We have to start only supporting locals. We have to start supporting each other. We have to start supporting people who need the money. Unfortunately, I know when it comes to food, it's kind of hard because we all need food and you need a place to shop. Like, I do go to Costco. But their CEO actually supports employees and customers. I don't think enough, but at least their ideals are on track. And they're not raising their prices on some of their food, which is absolutely amazing. It helps. But we have to stop. And it can't just be us. We can't give them any more money. We can't. They're just getting more and more powerful, and they're just doing whatever they want. And they're probably trying to hide the fact that they were on Epstein Island, but we're not even going to even touch that because it's very clear. I can't even believe what people haven't found in the files yet. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Just somebody look at them and put it out there. It's ridiculous. But we have to do something, and we have to control what we can. And it's not just us, it's not just you, it's not just me. We have to hold our friends and our family responsible. We have to tell them what's actually going on. You don't know who's stuck in an algorithm, who's radicalized. Because you can see Moist Critical putting out his videos condemning this, but it's all going to the same people. It's like me going to a protest and telling everybody, hey, we should protest. We know there's others that don't. And we got to let them know. All our friends and all our family, all those we allegedly care about. We should care about more than just the people in our circles. We need to start caring about strangers. We need to respect every single person on this planet. Everyone has a backwards mindset that you have to earn my respect, and forget that. Everyone has my respect. You can lose it, but you start off with my respect. And we have to hold our friends and family accountable, especially when our rights are being taken away. And if they don't want to talk to us anymore, if they think we're making too big of a deal about this, then cut them off. Cut them off. If they actually cared about you, they'll try to reach out again. But maybe one day they'll be on their deathbed and they'll realize, hey, maybe they'll question why you never talk to them. But that's more than what the people out there can afford the luxury of. A deathbed. They don't get that. When you're shot in the back in the street 5 times, you don't get the luxury of having a deathbed. This needs to stop.